At 19 years old, Colby Brittain is in his prime, trying to make it big as a model, breaking into the fashion industry. Colby recently got a big break when he was signed by an elite talent agency in New York City.
Hi, Colby. I'm Jennifer.
Nice to meet you, Jennifer.
Cool.
Colby.
All right, so what are we doing today?
Photo shoot for the portfolio. People ask me how I got into it, and you know, I would go to the mall or I would just be somewhere, and people would be like, "Are you model? Do you model?" And I was always like, "No." Like, I got that comment so many times that I told my mom, I was like, this has got to be like a sign from God that like I need to go out and do this, because like I've got this so many times, like there's no way that if I go do it, it can be wrong. Ended up signing with Kim Dawson. They're an agency in Dallas. They handle talent, they handle voiceover, they handle fashion, runway. They've basically taken me under their wing and just kind of showed me the ropes. One of the first things I ever learned was like not to wear socks, like tight socks, because then you got like sock lines, so you know it shows up on camera. I was born and raised in Tahlequah, 18 years until I left to Dallas. And I think once you're in the same place for so long, especially in a small town, you kind of like forget about everything that's actually there. Once I moved to Dallas, I realized that, and now every time I come home, I really just enjoy being home and say I love Tahlequah. I left Tahlequah at, I was like 18 years old, and then, I mean, here I am in Dallas living by myself. It was a little tough for a while because I didn't know anybody, I didn't know where I was going, but I got it figured out, and I met some friends, and it all worked out. Slow at first, and I was kind of worried about it. At the first year, up until now, it's been pretty busy. So now I'm going to New York, so it worked out. Starting out in New York as a new face, you have to put in your time and build yourself up. I've been here for less than 2 months, and I've worked several times. I've got a couple clients that I've been working for repetitively, so that's really good too.
I came across him while discussing his book and whether we should represent him or not, and determined that he would be a good one to represent and get him to that level of success that we expect from all of our models.
This is the first year that they had Men's Fashion Week by itself. Usually it's in September with the women's, but they did exclusive this year for the first time. I booked this show for us, Park and Ronin, and it was a really fun experience. The Park and Ronin's like swimwear slash beachwear. It's very like casual. Most of the stuff we wore in the show was swimwear. It was definitely a fun experience. I've been a little bit of a tourist. I went to the Whitney Museum the other day. That was pretty cool. Going to like the World Trade Center and like the Chelsea Piers over where I played basketball. It's just a really nice running area, so it's just taking in all the sights. There's so many people that every day, like every moment, you always see somebody different. You always see, something different. Like everybody's from, a different background. They have a different culture, a different heritage. So it's like, I walk around, people are like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oklahoma," and they're like, "Oh, that's cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Native American. I'm Cherokee," and they're like, "What is that?" When I walk around and you see so many different people from so many different places every day, you really wonder, what it's like in their culture. So it's like, it makes you think about your culture as and theirs as well. So it's crazy, just because there's so many, so many different people. Overall, I would say, it's been a really good trip here, and I'm excited to go home for a little bit and then come back for good. I'd really like to get really lucky and, you know, make it really big and make a lot of money and be famous and that type of thing. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you want to make it big, make a lot of money, you know, be really successful, but it's just, I don't think you can look at it that way. I think the best way to look at it is just come up here and enjoy the fact that, you know, I live in New York City at 19 years old. I'm able to make money. I just try to live every day and just realize that I'm really blessed with what I have, and that, you know, if something big does happen, then, you know, that would be amazing.